Hell yeah,
Yeah.
boys. Thank you for fucking tuning in, dude. Pissing in the wind. We got a little bit of a special episode today. We got a
Yeah.
buddy of mine. We got Isaiah Vaca, aka Lord Foul, on the
Hey, what's up?
podcast today. Everybody say what's up. Let's start it out how we usually do. I'm fucking gonna be drinking on I got a Florida Man. It's a double IPA. It's by
Okay.
Cigar City Brewery here in Tampa. So it's a fucking local brewery.
Heck,
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I got the most basic of just a regular White Claw. I don't even know if it'll come up right now.
and I have a Michelob Ultra. I drink light beer because I'm a dad.
Yeah. Hell yeah, there we go. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, cheers everybody. Fuck yeah, dude. So anybody who doesn't know, excuse me, Lord Fowl is in a band, dude. This guy's a fucking lead singer of a death metal band. When did that
Uh,
start, bro?
well, I've been playing in bands since like the end of 10th grade. I've been touring since I was like 20 in like various other bands and various other acts. Nothing really got serious till around, I'd say like I had another one that I toured with, like a different style of metal from like 2012 until like the pandemic time. And then that kind of fizzled off. But when my son was born in 2018, and my like close collaborator friend Daniel, he's the godfather of my son or whatever. But he came over one day to come visit when he was only like fucking 2 months old. And I was like, hey man, do you like want to start a fucking like a fucking death metal band? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, all right, well, if we do it, then we have to go like full force and like do it pro because like I don't want to waste any time. And he's like, all right. So we just started like that, and then now we're at where we're at.
Fuck yeah, dude. Cool. How
That's
do I say the
awesome.
name too? It's
Yeah.
Severus, right? Or is it
Civerus.
Severus?
Yeah. Severus.
Severus. Severus. Does it mean something, Severus?
So the actual meaning of it is spelled differently, and it's like a copperhead snake. It's like the scientific term for a copperhead snake.
Okay.
But it also means it's funny, like it that's like a two-part word, the like snake one,
Hmm.
but an actual civerus is a bird that eats meat.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
But
fucking metal.
yeah, we like spelled it differently so like it'd be easier to like Google, and it's like worked in our favor.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's cool.
That's cool.
You said you just got off tour. Where were you at?
We were in Europe. We went to 7 different countries. We started in Scandinavia and ended in the Czech Republic.
Okay. What was
Damn.
any like fucking crazy war stories or something like that while you're on tour?
You know what? So like we're all from fucking Southern California, and then you guys are now in Florida. It's not cold ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
We were super worried about it being like freezing and frigid, and all of my friends that have toured Europe, I was like, hey man, like have you ever like traveled and toured Europe in the winter? And they're like, no, why would you do that? And I was like, when the agent messaged us and asked if we wanted to do it, I told them yeah, and they said, oh, here's the dates, and we all said yeah, let's go, and we didn't realize that we're going to fucking Scandinavia in the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
So
There's a
Damn.
that was
big fucking metal
That's
following over there, right?
massive, massive. Yeah, it was really fucking cold. We all bought like a bunch of fucking expensive like cold gear, so we are pretty warm. But I was sick from the night before we left till the day of till the tour ended.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as I touched back down in LAX, my fucking cold like randomly went away. It
It's just that cold weather, bro. Fucking killed you.
yeah, it
was
got you.
awful. It was
Yeah.
awful.
Damn.
I mean, other than that,
That's
no, we just partied every night. There was a driver for this tour. It's a first tour where we had someone drive for us,
Mm.
so we had no responsibility uh to like drive. And I mean, all we had to do was wake up early and go to the and like load up the gear and go to the next venue. So we just took advantage and got fucking wasted every night. It was nice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That sounds tight.
yeah, dude, that's awesome though. You were able to go out there and just is that the first tour that you guys have done in Europe or no?
It's the first tour we've done in Europe, but we've gone to Europe before to play festivals and stuff.
Okay.
The
That's still cool though that you get to go
yeah,
like do a bunch more shows, not just like one or two little ones
yeah,
like festivals or something, but you get to do
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking sick, dude. Go ahead, Dominic.
Yeah. So you said Severus?
Yes.
Okay. And you said it could be a copperhead snake?
It's a copperhead snake or a fish that eats or a bird that eats meat. The fish usually, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like a copperhead because do you guys do it on purpose for metal?
No, I was
That's
looking for
so fucking funny, dude.
I was like looking for a name, and I was, like at the time when we made like the band, there was a really big like resurgence of death metal in the fucking United States,
Mhm.
mostly in Los Angeles. And all of the bands had like really generic names, like, just really simple, straightforward, like, oh, like I could tell that you play in a death metal band. And I've always been kind of different, and I've always wanted to do things differently. And I'm the like creative director, the art director for the band. So I was like, okay, well, let me think of it. Thought of the name, drew the logo, and here we are now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fucking cool, dude.
that's cool. Yeah,
That's cool. I pulled up a couple facts about metal because I figured since we got you on here, let's talk about it. Do
yeah.
you know who the first ever metal band is? Or I guess not necessarily the first ever, but the like credited as the first ever metal band.
I would guess it's Black Sabbath, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's it. Black Sabbath with their self-titled album Black Sabbath that was
Exactly.
released in 1970s. What about first ever death metal band? Do you know that one?
I believe it's Death.
Maybe it's between Death or Venom. Both of them are up for the
Yes.
running.
Mhm.
They both came out around the same time, like 1981 for death
Yes.
metal. And then what about the first ever metal that's been discovered? Do you know that?
No.
That was copper. Copper was believed to have been used about around 9,000 BC in the Middle East. So people have been mining for copper for a fucking long time.
Yeah.
Fuck
Which
yeah.
ironically, again, with your fucking copper-headed snake, it just all it
That's
all
why I
comes
thought you
full
did it.
circle, dude. You
Yeah.
did it on purpose. You're a lot smarter than people are giving you credit for.
Somewhat.
Yeah, yeah. I got another one too. Do you know what the is considered the death metal capital of the world?
Tampa, Florida.
It is, bro. Tampa,
That's
fucking
Really?
Florida. Isn't that
Yeah.
random
That's
as fuck?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like a to like going on that fact. So there was a place called More Sound Studios in Tampa, and I can't remember the like engineer's name, but he did like the Cannibal Corpse records and all the death records and Deicide. And the first wave of like actual real death metal came from Tampa, and that was the cap. Like people were moving from all over the country to live in Tampa.
Mhm.
So like how it is now in like LA, where people are moving from different parts of the country to do a fucking death metal band in LA. It was like that in Florida back in the 80s and 90s.
Dang.
Yeah, yeah.
What a
Florida
random place.
surprisingly, yeah, I know, random. Fucking Florida surprisingly has a
Yeah.
lot of fucking shit. Like you'd never think about it like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Uh, all right. So I got one more metal fact for you. Can you name the top three types of metal?
I would just okay. So not even because I like metal or anything. There was a time in my life before my son was born where I worked at a scrap metal yard. So I think I might know this.
Your entire
Uh,
life has just been metal.
yeah, I know it's useless. Now I'm here. Uh, I would say like regular
Yeah, your
steel.
career's brought you here, dude. Your pinnacle.
Okay, if I'm taking guesses just from commonly used alloys. Steel is that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh, aluminum,
Okay.
and then I would have to say probably copper because
Yep, that was it.
Yeah.
Steel,
Those are
steel,
the- those are
aluminum,
the
and
top
copper.
three
That's
recycled.
fucking hilarious, dude.
those
You just
so
know
those
it
are
too.
yeah, I used to like load up the trucks and send them to the port, and those were the main three that were commonly sold and bought throughout like anyone. And there's other ones, of course, like platinum and all
Yeah.
that shit. Those were the main ones. People would steal power lines and bring the copper in, and my boss would be like, "Fuck it, buy it."
Yeah.
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 Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, in our work trucks we have a bunch of copper all the time, and that's one of the things we see stolen a lot.
Oh
Is
yeah,
like
dude.
they'll break in and just take all of the copper, all the wires, everything.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so there's a fucking epidemic of people getting their catalytic converters car stolen. And that's because a catalytic converter, after being used for so long, it creates platinum inside. So if you steal enough, not only will you like can you resell them to a scrap metal yard for thousands of dollars if you want to do the work, you could cut it open and take the platinum out and just sell the platinum raw.
Really? I didn't know that
Dang.
platinum is created in a catalytic converter. That's fucking cool, dude.
Platinum, it's for sure platinum and it's other like precious metals that I can't remember, but that's why cats get stolen so much.
That's
Yeah.
fucking cool. Somebody tried to steal
It's crazy.
my dad's catalytic converter outside his car, like while he was in the fucking house.
Oh
I know.
yeah,
I
It was like in the
remember.
middle of the day. And I'm like,
Yeah. It's happened a few times, like when we were carrying it was at Thanksgiving, I think once. So he was carrying out a box of glasses
Mm.
and saw someone under it. So he just took the glasses out and started throwing them at the guy.
Yeah, like
And
And
yeah.
then it's weird too because people I've seen people like broad day pull up in their little cars and they only steal the catalytic converters to older cars because there's so much metal like built up and made in
Yeah.
there already. All you gotta do is have like a cheap little bandsaw and you do two little cuts. It's less than 30 seconds and you pull it out and
Yeah,
you take
it's
it.
fast. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys know how long it takes, but not because you've done it.
No. No.
Yeah,
Never.
yeah. Takes like about 30 seconds with a bandsaw if you fucking get underneath the car real fast. That's fucking funny, dude.
No.
That's cool. So you said you like around like 10th grade is when you wanted to start doing metal. What was like the first fucking metal band that you listened to that you're like, this is shit's fucking dope, dude. I need to do this.
Okay, so this is I always tell this story, but I don't know if Rico remembers, but I used my little remember Steven Tipton?
Yeah.
Deep Lord Foul lore. Okay, he was one of my first best friends ever. And he was the guy that got me into the more like obscure underground metal. And I credit him a lot. I don't speak to him anymore, which is sad. But I credit him a lot because he really showed me all the real underground stuff. And a super weird little crackhead little guy. But my I think the question was like which band got me into it, right? Wanted to be a
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a band called The Faceless. I don't know if you guys remember that band.
Nah. But I'll
Okay,
throw
well,
up something about him.
yeah, yeah. It was it was a very popular band. Still is popular, but it was really popular back when we were in high school. And my friend Daniel, who's in Civerous right now, took me to my first show. I think I was in ninth grade. It was like a little bit before like who that I knew who they were. And he like took me to Chain Reaction, this little venue in
Dude,
Southern
chain reaction.
California. It was sick. And we fucking I like pull up and in my I've never been to a show before. In my head, I'm thinking we're going to this big venue, whatever, blah blah. We pull up to this little crappy shanty place, and I see like a bunch of like guys roll up in a fucking van and pop out all dirty with their tour laminates and all that shit. And I was like, man, that this is sick. And then I go in there, and the fucking venue is filled, packed from wall to wall, right? Like in my head, being that young, eyes all big, you think the room is filled with thousands of people, maybe like 100 people in there. But I see the singer of the Faceless sing, and the whole music and the band like moving around, and then I was like, man, that's what I want to do when I get older, and now that's what I do.
Tight, dude.
That's
Tight.
awesome.
And then
Yeah.
like another full circle moment, the singer of that band is now like my mentor and like my older brother, and he just did a song with me on our most previous album.
That's
That's
cool,
super
bro.
cool.
What's the name of the
You're
song?
able to go back to it.
Yeah, the song's called Labyrinth Charm, and his name is Derek Rydquist.
Okay. Tight, bro. Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah.
sick. That's
The
really cool.
Faceless, they're from LA here.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the people who put the fucking ski masks on, or am I wrong about that?
Completely wrong.
Okay.
No.
That's cool, dude. Yeah, the chain
Dude,
reaction's fucking anybody in LA fucking knows chain reaction, bro.
oh yeah, it's such a good place for everyone.
It's actually still there, and post pandemic, they started selling beer there, which was
Huh.
because it was always like an all age venue that didn't have
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
And the fucking grips of the fucking world when it went down made them switch their policies. So now there's drunk like adults there mixed with weird little kids. It's strange.
Yeah, that's like a
Yeah.
typical, that's like a classic, like older metal scene. When
Yeah.
you go and you like get punched in the face and you're 16 by like a 34-year-old, that's like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I think we've all been there too. But one of the first fucking metal shows I went to, I went with, you remember Little Ray, dude. I went with
do.
fucking Little Ray to this like church venue. It was like this really small church venue. And that happened to me. I got fucking hammer fisted right in the face by some big fucking like 35-year-old dude. Just
Yeah.
smashed my nose in, just bleeding right away. I had to like go outside. Fucking
Little Ray, that's a funny. He's really little in real life.
yeah, he is, dude. Fucking shout out Lil Ray, dude, and his fucking
Yeah.
rap music, dude. So moving on, dude. I've got since we got you on here, we got Lord Fowl on here. I got some metal facts throughout history that I thought that you would like. So these are things that I pulled up that I thought are pretty fucking metal. So Governor Radcliffe, that's like the fat dude from Pocahontas. He's like the bad guy in the movie Pocahontas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tells you to
Yeah,
kill
the
all
one
the
with the
Native
dog.
Americans. Yeah, the one
Yeah.
with the dog, dude. He was killed by the women of the Pamunkey tribe, which was Pocahontas's tribe. And the way that they killed him is they used oyster shells to skin him layer by layer until he died.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty metal.
That is
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking metal. I got another one. It's called the Brazen Bull torture device. Have you heard of that before?
No.
No.
Okay. Can you take any guesses to what you think it might be?
Yeah, something where they're gonna burn your testicles. That's what I'm
Uh,
thinking.
Brazen bull torture device. I would assume some type of all around locking mechanism where you're like encased in metal.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Right?
almost.
Ooh.
So the Brazen Bull is a hollow bronze bull with a door on one side, like a big fucking smoker.
Oh
And
my God. I
yeah,
know.
and you put somebody inside of it and you align their face with the bull. And the way that it works is you light a fire underneath and it roasts them alive. And like they scream and like steam comes out of the bull's eyes and shit. But what they would do is they would put horns in like the bull's nose, so when you screamed, it just sounded like a bull, like "Mrrr," instead of like somebody screaming. That's fucking brutal. And the story, this isn't proven, but the story goes that the guy who invented it brought his invention to the king, and the king like didn't believe him that it worked, so he forced the guy inside of it to like test it out. And so the dude who made it was killed by his own invention. The brazen bull. I think that's pretty fucking. I think that's pretty fucking metal.
Brutal, man.
Up until June of 2024, there was no law against necrophilia in Michigan.
Really?
Yeah.
That is also
What the
very, very
hell?
metal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Very, very metal.
I don't know why. Why is fucking a corpse have to be so like? Why is that metal?
I don't like fucking understand lots of weird, strange fetishes. Necrophilia being one of them. I mean, I would assume it's probably for someone who isn't too well with people or social. So if it's not making noise and it's not fighting back, it's probably easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. That's a good point. That does
Yeah.
make it even more metal.
Mhm.
I got another one too. During the reconsecration of Tenochtitlan, which is a pyramid that the Aztecs made,
Yes.
this was in 1487. They sacrificed 80,400 prisoners over the course of 4 days to re-sanctify that pyramid.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
I
fucking brutal.
actually know a lot about that stuff. I another
You
thing
should
that
do it.
well, it's not very metal of me, but my mom has owned a dance studio my entire life,
Oh yeah,
and
you're actually an avid dancer. By the way,
I
people don't know Lord Fowl is a very avid dancer. He can dance all sorts of things. The Macarena.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah. No, but
I,
continue.
I
I'm sorry.
actually I oh it's fine. I dance professionally in like Mexican folk dance,
Hmm.
and like there's always parts of the shows or sections of the showcases where we do like an entire like indigenous section. So I know the history about all that, and we've been to Mexico City and all that shit. And yeah, it's pronounced Tenochtitlan actually.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. You knew exactly what I was talking about. It's hard to fucking read, dude. It's like got a bunch of T's and shit inside of it.
Mhm.
Tenochtitlan. Fuck, dude, my tongue is gonna fall out.
Yeah, exactly.
Surprisingly, death metal's huge in Mexico, bro.
Man,
Every fucking cousin that you get that comes from Mexico is like really into death metal.
yeah, we had played a festival in Mexico City in 2022, and it was like surprisingly packed. I mean, it was like fucking expected to be packed because that was the like Latin America fest like to like be at.
Mm,
But it was like more than I thought, and there's people from like I said, like every time that we do one of these big showcases or these festivals, there's people from all over the world that go around. So
yeah,
like different parts of
yeah.
Latin America, people are flying up Brazil and fucking Panama and all that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm assuming that Latin Americans like death metal so much because like Santeria and like black magic is like big in like Latin American culture. So it's like
Yeah,
cool to be like into death metal and just like against like everything your parents believe in.
metal is really worldwide because it's all full of fucking nerds.
It's true, bro. Everybody that I've ever
Yeah.
met that's in metal is so nice.
It's yeah, exactly, and it's funny because the being in a band, I get asked from people all the time, or like people that I see and all that, and they're like, "Hey, so like fucking what's up with all the like groupies?" And I'm like, the fucking demographic of Civerous is males 18 to 35.
Yeah, that's
You know
your
what
groupie, bro. You're gonna get
I
somebody like me
mean?
in the audience take my shirt off and be like, "Dude, take my shirt, bro. I made it for
there's,
you."
there's no women in this. If there is women, they're there with boyfriends, and if
Yeah,
they're not there with boyfriends, if they're interested in you, you probably shouldn't be talking to
yeah, because they're underage or some shit.
them.
That's fucking funny, dude. That's tight.
Dang.
Yeah, it's better to probably not have groupies, huh?
Yeah, I mean, everyone in the band except Daniel and I have girlfriends, and everyone that I know usually has a girlfriend. But yeah, it's like there's really no players in like death metal. And if you are like a ladies man, you associate with women that aren't metal, which is like my case.
Yeah, okay. I could dig that.
I'm not saying I'm a ladies man. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
CLB for life, dude. This fucking guy.
I don't like associate with metal girls. Or I tried not to because they're not attractive to me.
Yeah, I mean, usually
Yeah,
tortas.
exactly.
All right, I got one more metal fact that this one's actually pretty fucking sick. This woman, Jean Hillard, she's from Long Boy, Minnesota, and this happened on December in 1980. Basically, what happened is she was like 18 years old, and she went out with her friends drinking, and then on the way home, she crashed her car in a ditch and was like, "Oh, I got all fucked up," and tried to walk to her friend's house for help. While walking to her friend's house, passed out and then froze. It was negative 22 degrees, so she froze completely solid.
Wow.
And the next morning, her friend, like leaving the house, was like, "Oh, there's like a weird lump of snow in my driveway." And like went to go check it out, and it was that chick with her eyes just like open, like just frozen
Just
solid.
frozen.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" And like so he put her in his car and drove her to the hospital. And then the doctors slowly over like 3 to 6 hours like thawed her out with like heating pads and stuff. And then she came back to life. She
Like
came
a
back
Damn.
to life like a fucking movie, bro. She was frozen solid and came back to life, totally fine. It said by that afternoon, they brought her into the hospital in the morning, and then by that afternoon, she was totally fine, awake, talking to everybody, being like coherent. That's fucking metal. Didn't
That's
even lose her
insane.
eyes, bro.
also a
That's
crazy name of a
insane.
city.
Yeah, I know. Long boy.
Pause.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
bro.
got a metal fact from history as well.
Okay.
Okay.
In the late 1700s, aluminum was more expensive than gold or silver just because it
Cool.
was so hard to refine. So Napoleon used to carry around aluminum cutlery because it was the most expensive metal that they had.
Which is crazy because now it's like it's more than steel, but it's like, shitty.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, aluminum sucks. I know we're all drinking out of aluminum cans.
I
Yeah.
know.
That's funny, bro. That's crazy. This homeboy just has like a roll of foil and he like makes his own like forks and shit.
Fucking
I don't
teeth.
think he's
Remember, like we would do it.
custom making them every time.
Dude, yeah, gold. We'd put the silver teeth like the fucking fake grills.
Yeah, dude.
Just the foil over.
That's fucking funny, bro. Do you have any metal facts?
I have lots of metal facts, but it's about actual metal. Like the
It's all right.
Do it.
okay, so
Your life. We've already found out that your life revolves around metal.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So uh quick fact, if you pass through a metal detector, you could walk through with your AirPods or a pack of gum and it won't go off because metal detectors only detect steel, and it only does that because steel is the only metal, the like only alloy that gets hit with a magnet. So if you ever want to sell metal, like if you're ever like fucking down that bad and you like need to go recycle, aluminum and copper and all that shit is worth more than steel. You could tell if it's a, and they're called non-ferrous metals. Ferrous metals
Yeah.
are tin and iron and steel. You could tell if it's ferrous because the fucking magnet will stick to it. And if you have a magnet and if you put a magnet to the fucking beer can, it's not going to stick. If you fucking put a magnet to your fridge, it's going to stick because
Yeah.
it's made of tin and steel. If you put a
Yeah.
magnet to your car, it's going to stick. There is some cars that if you they're made of like aluminum and they're much stronger. Yeah, there's all these dumb little facts that I know. I could go on for hours, dude. Today's episode is brought to you by 20 Buck Spin. Visit 20buckspin.com. Go buy a fucking record. Help us make money because we're poor.
20 bucks spin. What is that? By the way, just so I know.
Nobody knows.
Are they gonna get mad at me if I post it?
No, that's our fucking record label.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to 20buckspin.com and you search Civerous in the search bar, there's plenty of merch there.
Oh, sweet. We'll get some
There's
merch.
there's like new presses of the vinyl records, like new variants. I just learned recently from the owner that I guess CDs are coming back, and never would have thought. I guess CDs are really popular again because people are requesting CDs. In Europe on tour, we got asked for CDs. We brought no CDs, and they're like, "You don't have this CD?" I'm like, "No, I don't fucking have CD, baby." You know what I mean? I got tapes and records, and then there's like shirts there, long sleeves, short sleeves. We have like all the weird fucking exclusive designs, but those are only for tours and live shows.
Check it out.
Yeah,
Get
go
some
check it
merch.
out. Grab some fucking merch from the homeboy, dude. That shit's sick.
20
You're gonna like it.
buckswin.com. Yeah. Once we pay off our advance, we start making money. So just buy shit, please.
It's not a porn site, I promise you.
Yeah.
Every time we're on an episode, we usually do an on this day. So
Yeah.
let's do an on this day today.
Got a couple birthdays that are
Okay.
on this day today.
Go for it.
Wayne Gretzky, who's probably the greatest hockey player. I don't know anything about hockey, but it says Canadian hockey player. And I know his name. And then
Yeah.
also we got Ellen DeGeneres' birthday today.
Happy birthday, Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
She's
She's
pretty
wonder-
fucking metal, dude.
I
She's-
wonder what she's up to today.
Named after a Little B song.
She was?
Little B, dude.
That was a joke. That was a joke. Awful joke. That was the like worst of the like daytime talk shows too.
It had to have been like the fakest, right? She was like obviously
sure.
just faking everything.
I mean, they're all actually all of daytime television is. I don't even know anyone that even watches daytime television anymore except mothers.
The only daytime television show that I like is Jerry Springer.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bring back a Jerry Springer style TV show. I'll watch that shit, dude. Let people fight on stage. Let
Yeah.
it be just trailer trash, just like the worst possible people on earth.
That was like a good era of just talk shows, and I mean there was him, and then on the radio there was Howard Stern, who's like my favorite ever of all time.
Yeah.
Prior to being in a band, there was already being in Civerous, I should say, there was a time in my mid-20s where I wanted to do like a podcast thing that was kind of like modeled after Howard Stern. And then I quickly realized that he's too crazy and he says too crazy shit, so I can't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can't say the kind of stuff that he says any longer. He did
No.
a whole blackface thing. Like you can't do that, dude.
He did a blackface thing and he was very open about like hatred towards a lot of different races, which is crazy. I mean, he was doing it for
Hey,
shock
welcome to
value.
Pissing in the Wind, guys. This
Yeah.
is what we do here. Nah, I'm
That's-
fucking-
As you guys are saying this, I'm like, damn, that sounds like us.
yeah.
Yeah. It didn't age very well, I would say.
Yeah. For sure. You watch some
Yeah.
old Howard Stern and you're like, oh, you like pull your collar a little bit. You're fucked.
Yeah.
So I got another metal. I got another metal fact from history.
You have an on this
happened
day or what?
On this day. This is on this
Oh,
day.
sweet.
In 1666, by the way. So 1666, France declares war on England.
Wow.
Dang.
Fucking
Yeah.
country suck.
Yeah, so that's metal as fuck, dude. On 1666, fucking France declares war on England. Fuck yeah.
Really quick,
Yeah.
fun fact about France. So only like in America are they very strict about smoking tobacco. When you go to France in the airport, specifically in Paris, there's entire rooms indoors dedicated to smoking with like hundreds of people inside of them.
That's so funny. It's indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, just go outside.
No, there's a whole room where it's like smoking area, and you're like, okay, like let's go walk outside. We go to a separate room with like 40 people in there smoking cigarettes and vapes. It's awesome.
Yeah. You should go to China, bro.
That's
You
cool.
can smoke anywhere. You can smoke in the hospital.
We've been offered like to like fucking discuss like Asian tours, which I'm sure we're gonna do that in the future. But I mean, it's everywhere. Everywhere except the USA, they're really strict about smoking.
Yeah, bro. When I was
Yeah.
teaching English, the dads and shit would just like walk down the halls and like come into your classroom just like smoking a cigarette and like watch
They just don't care.
watch you teach their kids, and they're just like blowing smoke all into the room,
Yeah.
dude, like all hard. Yeah, it was sick.
Canada
dude.
too. Canada is really like strict about smoking. Canada's like it's like America light, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're just trying to be us so much.
Mhm.
they are all the time. I think we've said that before. Canada's
yeah,
just trying
because
to
it's
be
so
us
true.
so much. I've met a lot of Canadians and they're all trying to be like us. They even have our same accent. Like, dude, get your own thing. Does anybody else have any on this day facts?
Yeah, I got two more.
Okay.
So first off is Michigan became the 26th state on this day in 1837, and
Hmm.
then in 2020 on this day, Kobe Bryant died
Oh
That's
man,
in
right.
a helicopter.
Rest in peace to the second greatest player of all time,
who's the first?
Le LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Okay. All right, bro. This
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
just likes
sure.
LeBron James.
I think
Can you end the call, please? Just okay.
I know. Everyone gets upset at me. I think LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. He has a championship in every organization that he's been in.
hmm
The points he plays badass. I just think he's sick. I don't know.
Yeah. To tell you how much I know about basketball, we went to a game in like 2018, and my younger brother and I, the company that paid, like we sat super close, and both of us were like, "Hey, does Kobe Bryant still play? Like, is he here right now?" I've never watched a game of basketball besides that, so I really
Yeah.
don't care who you think is the best.
Dominic's
You-
just like, fuck you, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't really know anything about sports either, dude. I'm a fucking big fat nerd. I could probably say that maybe LeBron James is better if he has a higher point average and better free
Yeah, it
throw,
makes sense to me, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, all right, I'm on your
LeBron
side, dude.
James might be the greatest human being of human history.
Our dad, for some reason, hates LeBron James, like
Everyone
as a person, and so you know
I
how
didn't
like
know that, dude, until now.
he was the guy to hold the flag for the Olympics for us, right? And
Damn,
as they
dude.
were doing the opening ceremony, and like it came through and it showed him, our dad was standing in like the doorway doing a classic dad thing, watching it, and he was like, "Fucking guy, I hate this," and he just left.
Oh my god, dude! I
What
didn't know.
What is your problem with him?
That's so funny, bro. That's metal.
Hate LeBron
is
James.
metal.
Hatred, just unlike warranted hatred, very metal.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. I have another metal fact for you though.
All
Uh,
right.
so during the Civil War, 600,000 people died. That's more than anybody ever in history.
Yeah. Well, it would. I mean, wasn't there more people killed in the like genocide?
Oh, with the fucking, but that's not a war, dude.
Yeah.
It was
We're
World War
talking
II.
about war.
Oh yeah,
Oh, World War II. I don't know. Maybe Dominic, look up how many people were killed in World War II. I just come out with like
Okay.
a false fact. I'm like, hey, I have a fact, and it's completely wrong.
fake news. That is very fake news. Is very Florida of you.
Yeah, dude. Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
So Google AI is telling me that World War II is between 50 and 85 million deaths.
Yeah, that's way. That's way more. That's way more. Where was this fact
And
that I found?
yeah, Wikipedia is saying the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just a
Yeah.
fucking
Those
idiot,
are the
dude.
only two I use because those are the only two I trust.
That's
Google
so
AI
funny.
and Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Anything that's computer created and that like becomes sentient in the next 50 years is like will be the like death of us. You know what I mean?
I have this whole theory that like if AI was gonna take over, that it already did, and it's just like pulling the strings from the outside and pretending to like not be as smart as it really is.
Computers are crazy. I mean, once they like figure out to make mates that are sentient, fully sentient, and that you could, have relationships with, end of the human race.
Dude,
There's no more need for girlfriends or partners. That's it.
okay, like fucking a robot. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like fucking Ex Machina type shit.
I've never seen that movie.
Awesome movie.
I was about to say horrible movie.
It's about, dude. Damn, dude, being just an absolute hater, super metal.
That's fine.
That is funny, dude. So it's about fucking a robot, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's robots in there that they literally like the main character is having sex with these robots, and the robots become sentient and develop their own consciousness, and they pretty much take over and kill both of the people. Great movie.
That sounds pretty metal.
You know.
That's how you would think that like AI is gonna go. Like, why wouldn't it want to kill us? Because we suck, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
People,
We're gonna be our own downfall. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
dude. Yeah, of course, hubris, dude. That's like the big thing.
Or like Teslas. Like, have you driven like a Tesla before?
No, I have not.
Yeah,
So
we're not
one of my
rich.
ex-girlfriends had a Tesla, and like there's no need for you to brake in the car.
Oh
She
yeah.
had,
What,
like,
dude?
yeah.
Yeah, they have like this thing set up in them where your brake is like just how much you pull or push on the gas. And
Mhm.
so you rarely ever have to use your brake pedal.
She was also able to like set the auto drive, and we're able to like eat in the car and just like do nothing, fall asleep, and it would just drive for you. It was insane.
Yeah,
Dude, that's the future.
they're
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's like Minority Report. Have you seen Minority Report
No,
with
but
Tom Cruise? Yeah,
no, never.
no, dude, that's a classic movie. It's like
Yeah,
2000s. Yeah, you should watch that one. You'll like that one. But yeah, that's the cars drive themselves. That's freaky, bro. I don't like.
Yeah, we
I
would
w-
get in full on arguments, and then we would be there when we'd finish arguing.
That's so funny,
Yeah,
bro. That's how you relate to the car.
it
That's
was
metal,
crazy.
bro. Like that.
that's
That
wild.
just means that people can shut that shit off, dude. Like if somebody can
Mhm.
hack into your car, they can just shut you off.
Or they could turn it on and make you go 700 miles an hour into a wall.
Yeah, that too. I didn't even think about that,
Damn.
dude. That's so fucked up, dude. That sounds
Yeah.
like some CIA shit, dude. Like, are we
Oh, for
onto
sure.
something right now?
Yeah,
It almost
crazy.
I think I've heard something that's like any car with an active computer in it, so like an active GPS system can be hacked into.
It's,
Dominic, can you
fucking,
look that up? If you can you look up can you hack into a car's GPS?
Yeah, let me check right now.
But yeah,
they should
that's
hack into Elon Musk's car and make him drive into a wall in his dumb little Cybertruck.
do you think he really did a Hitler salute?
Of course he did. He's
Yeah.
awful. He's an awful.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm not political at all. I don't lean on either side. I would say I'm more liberal than I am anything else. Obviously, I just don't think why he would think it's a good idea. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, unless he's trying to be like a troll, like, still, why would you do that?
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. He's
Yeah.
stupid. I think he's dumb. I don't want much people to die. He should probably die.
Okay. Hey, fuck it, dude. That's metal.
Elon
Um,
Musk should probably die.
Um,
very
Please
first thing
vote that.
I see when I pull this up
Yes.
is these self-driving vehicles are outfitted with GPS systems that make them susceptible to hacking. That is from the USA SOC.
What does the SOC stand for?
I
Sucking on
have no
cock?
idea.
yeah, dude, that's the first thing that you go to. Yeah,
I
dude.
know.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, I like that. That's crazy though. Do you I like sucking on cock, dude. Oh man, I can't believe I said that, dude. I'm gonna edit that part out. Nobody's gonna know. But yeah, dude, that's fucking freaky, bro. Imagine they do that shit to you, dude. Imagine they just like make. I have a 2012 Nissan Juke. Like, imagine they just fucking make my shit drive 700 miles into the side of the road.
That
That
would
is,
be awful and scary.
yeah, I know. I can't do anything, and I'm just like, oh shit.
There's there's like a show about that
What
where
is it?
it's called Upload, and it's basically this guy. I only watched the first season of it when it came out like 5 years ago. But yeah, they're driving self-driving cars, and his wouldn't do it right, he killed him, and then he gets uploaded into like this afterlife computer thing where everything's supposed to be perfect and it's not.
That
And like
so,
the entire thing that is he's trying to figure out what happened to his car, why did his car kill him, and no one believes him.
damn, dude. Sentient cars. That's where we're headed.
Yeah.
It's just our doom, dude. Nobody should drive self-driving cars. We learned it here. You learned it here first, folks, on Pissing in the Wind. Don't drive a self-driving car.
Yeah.
Anything sentient that is technology should not be trusted.
Yeah, dude. Unless it's like a hooker that's like a robot, then you trust that one.
Exactly. If
A
it
robot
kills
hooker.
it, that's what I'm saying. Once they fucking develop that, there's gonna be no more babies.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, dude. But why would they want to stop the human? Like, what are they just gonna make more robots then? No humans?
Money. I mean, think about it. Really, really think about it. Okay. I don't know how you guys are. If whatever preferences, whatever you want to do, whatever you like. If it's easy enough to where you could buy it and it replicates the exact same thing as a human mate, there's no need to go out there and do the hard work of meeting someone. You just buy it.
But is they still gonna have babies then?
Absolutely not. It's a fucking robot. You can fucking make
So,
nuts and bolts, baby, or what?
so then how is it? That's what I'm saying. Is like I don't understand like who's gonna profit from that because that's just like the end of humanity.
Companies. Yeah, I mean, they'll. I don't know. It just like it just makes sense. I mean, they make cigarettes. Cigarettes kill us.
Yeah, but cigarettes are also addictive, so they make you spend a lot of money on them. But
Yep.
if a fucking robot that you could fuck, I would feel like you would just buy it, and then that's
Having
it.
sex
It's
is
a
one-time
also
one
thing.
and done.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's a subscription type of
maybe
thing.
you got to upgrade it every once in a while, but it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Cigarettes are also addictive, but having sex is too. You know what I mean?
it's true, dude.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we would just go obsolete from being able to fuck robots, dude. I think there is something about being able to have a child like that. So that's something some people want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can't do that any longer, like some people are just gonna be like, nah, I don't want that fucking option. I want to have a kid still.
I mean, like having I think that the meaning of life is to procreate, but there's a lot of people that don't want to have kids.
Yeah, everybody has that weird like nihilistic view right now.
Dude,
Oh,
I have kids suck. They're expensive. They they fucking get you sick.
yeah,
They talk back,
dude, they do talk back. Fucking kids.
but it's nice.
Don't look at me when I walk in the door. That's what I'm going to say. Just kidding. Here, I got another metal fact for you guys.
Yeah.
So this one's pretty fucked up, and it's kind of metal and maybe like a little bit controversial. I don't know because everybody's kind of a sissy. Anyways, so George Washington, everybody thinks his teeth were made of wood or like horse teeth or whatever, but in actuality, his teeth were also made of his slave. So in his own account books, there's an entry where he purchased 9 teeth for 122 shillings from his own slaves.
Well, white people, sh- strong hot take, white people suck. They've been winning for way too long, and I do not find that surprising that George Washington was a racist. He probably was a racist. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
100%, bro. He probably
Yeah.
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I mean, he also didn't even want to be president. Like everybody was like, "Let's make this guy president," and he's like, "No, bro. Like this is the same thing that we fought against. Like I don't want to do this shit." And
Yeah.
they
Well,
forced.
he's $1.25. He's fucking not like worth shit anymore. Fuck him.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. But yeah, 122 shillings. I wonder what that would be worth now. Can you look that up, Dominic? What
Yeah, I'll check
122
right now.
shillings would be?
65 cents. I'm just
You
kidding.
think so?
No, I don't fucking
Dude,
know.
I bet you 122 shillings is probably a lot.
Shillings of what? Silver?
Oh, back on the metal, dude. Let's look it up.
0.95 United States dollars.
Oh, you were right.
Dollar, dude.
Lord Fowle's right again.
95 cents.
Hence why he's a fucking dollar bill.
Damn, dude. How much do you know
Oh
about the metal?
shit, dude. Dude,
I
this
don't know.
guy just this yeah. Oh my God. I told you the metal is through and through in this guy.
All right.
Uh,
Metal question. Do you know what the earliest metals that were used?
Copper. Didn't we say that?
So-
Maybe. Yeah.
is that one of them? Is
Yeah,
there
for
more
sure.
than one?
Yeah, copper and
Oh,
bronze,
more.
which I'm pretty sure bronze
bronze,
is just a copper alloy.
Hence the term the Bronze Age.
Oh,
Right?
dude.
Dang, never even thought about that
The
one.
Bronze Age. When was that?
Shit.
4200 2500 BC.
That's
2,500,
that's
That's
so
what-
far away.
5,000
BC.
years ago.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
When you like think about it, modern man like really isn't that old
Nah.
compared to the history of the earth, which is crazy. And we've came a long way in what 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 years, whatever.
Even more than that, bro. In like 100 years, if you think about it.
That's what I'm
My
saying.
great grandmother didn't even have electricity in her fucking barn. Like-
Exactly. And my mom told me, she was like, I have an iPhone now and I don't know how to use it. When I was a kid, I remember like people telling us like, oh, like we're in the future, we have phones that could call to New York and stuff. And now I have the full power of a computer that's just as strong like as a MacBook in the palm of my hand. Just imagine 50 years from now.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
This guy burped like 7 times. So
We're all
funny,
drunk
bro.
right now, man.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, no, but it's true though. That's what we were talking about last time. Like DARPA. Also, though, like that's the fucking freaky thing is like we have this technology, but like the government is like 30 years more advanced.
They've
So
got
think
it
about
too,
30 years
yeah.
back there. Like he was saying, like our moms don't know what the fuck to do with their phone.
No.
Back then, like they already had phones. Now, like we're like barely figuring that out, and they're like way more advanced. Well, I got another metal fact for you guys though. So
All right, yeah.
this is like a metal fact that happened in history. So there's actually a city that right now is on fire in America. It is
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Pacific
Oh
Dallas.
shit, dude.
Yes, yes.
I forgot about that, dude.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up that I forgot about that. I'm just like so disassociated from like the rest of the world. Okay, yeah. So there's a city that's on fire, dude, and it's not LA. Okay, it's not
Okay.
It's in Pennsylvania, and I don't have the name for some reason because I didn't fucking write it down. But anyways, it started in 1962, and it was see if you can look it up, Dominic. It was a coal fire. There was like a coal mine, and somebody lit it on fire on accident. I think it was like trash or some shit that lit on fire, and like now the whole city underneath is like burning, and so everybody's just like moving out. There's nobody can live there. You know what I mean? And it's just like a city that's burning from underneath. That's pretty
Has it
metal.
been on fire for like years?
Yeah, yeah, since 1962.
Oh my goodness. Awful.
Oh my Lanta.
It's called the Centralia Mine Fire. It's a coal seam fire that's been burning in the labyrinth of the abandoned coal mines underneath Pennsylvania since May 27th of 1962.
The Labyrinth. I like that name.
Yeah, that's sick,
crazy.
dude. Make a new fucking album all around this Pennsylvania city that's on fire.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what's
Yeah.
got to happen because that's the most metal fact ever.
I have another metal fact, and this one's not about metal.
Okay.
It's about pigs. So let's see, where was this guy? Oregon, there was a pig farmer who collapsed and his pigs ate him. It says Terry Vance Garner, 69, went to feed his animals on his farm by the coast, but never returned. His dentures and pieces of his body were found by a family member in the pig's enclosure.
That's insane. People say
The
when
rest
you
of
die,
his remains have been consumed.
it's insane. People say when you die, dogs eat you, but pigs eat anything, right?
Yeah, pigs will eat anything,
pigs
bro.
will
They'll
eat
eat your-
everything.
Yeah.
So this part right here, they have not ruled out the possibility that the farmer could have collapsed from a medical emergency, such as a heart attack, but a pathologist was unable to determine the cause of the death because there were no remains. So they're like, "Well, how did he die? I don't know. They ate him, so we can't tell you."
That's fucking metal, dude.
That's insane.
That's
These pigs
fucking
just
metal, dude.
Full on ate a whole guy.
Yeah, that's like the most metal fact I feel like of the night.
So Civerous is gonna go on tour starting May. Let me check real quick. Just give me a second. I have the dates. I believe like May 11th through May 21st in the East Coast with our friends in The Graved. That will be I believe it starts in Brooklyn and ends in Baltimore. On the way to Maryland Death Fest, which is like the biggest death metal festival in the like United States. Zompantli is also going on tour throughout the West Coast on the way to Fire in the Mountains, which is like a big retreat in the middle of the Colorado wilderness. That one will be really nice. Other than that, Maze Envy is going to turn 1 year old in March, I believe. Everyone go out, listen to that. Streams are doing really good. Other than that, yeah, just chilling, man. Hanging out, having a good time.
I think that you posted earlier that you released a new.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I do little side music besides, being in a bunch of metal bands and all these dumb metal facts that I know, I don't really listen to like metal very much anymore. So I make this weird like electronic, like weird European style house stuff, and I have a label that's based in Glasgow that releases all my music for me through on tape or digital and streaming and all that. So that's my cool little passion project that I have on the side. I don't really promote it. I just make it for the weird obscure art variant of it or whatever.
Yeah, just to do it for yourself.
Just to be a nerd.
Enjoy it.
That's cool, bro. Fucking mad respect on that one. Cool. All right, bros. Well, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Thank
All
you
right,
for
man.
fucking
See you guys.
coming through, dude.
Yeah.
Metal.
I'm done.